Wherever prostitution is fully decriminalized or legitimized, there's an increase in sex trafficking, as demonstrated by an academic study of 150 countries led by the London School of Economics. Why? For several logical reasons. 1. Once you normalize the sex trade, it explodes because of increased demand for paid sex. We see this in Germany, where prostitution and brothels have been legal since 2002. An estimated 1 million men buy sex each day, coming from all over the world. The capital city, Berlin, alone has over 500 brothels. 2. Men who don't buy sex when it's illegal become new clients. As a 2018 study of 8,000 US men demonstrates, over 20% of respondents who never bought sex would consider buying sex if circumstances were more favorable. In Germany, we saw a 30% increase in the market following legalization. 3. To satisfy demand, the sex trade has to lure in vulnerable people because there are never enough willing participants to meet this steady stream of buyers. For example, sex trafficking cases increased 70% in Germany as a result of legalization. In the Netherlands, where prostitution was legalized in 2000, an estimated 50 to 90% of women are selling their bodies against their will. 4. Normalization of the sex trade leads to increases in gender-based violence. This happened in Nevada. It consistently ranks first in the nation for domestic violence fatalities, third in the nation for rape or sexual assault, and fourth in the nation for women murdered by men. According to the CDC, the National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey indicates that almost half of the women, 48.1%, living in Nevada have experienced rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner. In addition, Rhode Island, the only US state to experiment with full decriminalization, ended that practice after 29 years in 2009 because of increased violence, organized crime, trafficking, and child exploitation they experienced during that period. 5. The sex trade is inherently dangerous and harmful. The progressive approach is to reduce the number of people involved and shrink the market. Full decrim does the opposite, it expands the market. The following studies demonstrate the sex trade's harm. A 2018 study of prostituted women and trans women in the US found 61% suffered traumatic brain injuries whilst in the sex trade. In a 9-country study of 785 prostituted women, 68% suffered PTSD at the same severity as combat veterans and victims of state torture. The mortality rate of women in prostitution is 200 times the rate of the general population, according to a Colorado medical study examining 2 decades of evidence. 92.2% of women in the sex trade report being subjected to physical violence, such as being raped, shot, strangled, burned, beaten, stabbed, or punched. So you see, prostitution and sex trafficking are inextricably linked. The sex trade cannot be made less harmful. These effects cannot be regulated or deregulated away.